3.
Champ! You already know, man. You're tuning in with the Boxing Voice podcast radio show here from Sticky Paws Studios in Las Vegas, Nevada. And what can I say, man? I'm in style here. I'm with the bros in the studio. You know, pretty much I know that a lot of you guys been asking for the Loch Ness Monster. And he definitely will be tuning in later on tonight and giving you guys a heads up on everything that's been going on and that he has made his return like King Leonidas. So I hope that everybody's cooling out. You know, it's 8:30 in the morning here in Las Vegas, so I know you guys are probably way ahead and asking, what is happening with our morning show? Well, let me tell you, we're adjusting. We're making things better. We have the studio right now. I'm here. Unfortunately, Loch Ness is not here just yet, but we want him here. So hopefully, you know, things pan out for this week, man, and we can have him here in the studio with us. So shout out to everybody tuning in this morning. If you're getting your cup of coffee, or maybe I'm a little late and you're already about to have lunch, more props to you, man. Thank you for tuning in and listening as we dive in to today's topic, man. I know a lot of people have been asking me that, you know, what happened to Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte split purse? Why are you not talking about that? Well, the Dumatron's been a little busy, guys, so let's talk about it today. Now, if you really think about it, you know, you have a situation here that could create a problem, you know, in making fights. I don't know how you guys feel about the 80-20 split, but I know I don't like it. I don't think it's fair. I don't think that it makes fights happen. I don't think that that should be that way. I mean, Joseph Parker, I remember, took a 30-35% split, and I thought that was okay. But when you're talking about 80-20, man, that's a lion's share, and you're giving the guy the scraps. Dillian Whyte will bring out the people. I know Tyson Fury's the main guy. We all know this. Tyson Fury's the champ, and he will garner a lot more attention than Dillian Whyte. But we've been waiting for this fight 1,000+ days. 1,000+ days. You guys know what that means, right? We're going on 3 years. 3 years waiting for this fight. So, you know, and I'm not talking about particular to Tyson Fury. I'm talking about Dillian Whyte having an opportunity to fight for a title. He's been the number one forever. And, you know, there's been a lot of, you know, tripping stones in the negotiations. And finally, you know, the split purse has been confirmed. I don't know if this is going to stick. I mean, they're saying that it's confirmed for January 11th. Will this happen at an 80-20 split? And what do you guys think about that? Now, I'm going to pull I'm going to go ahead and try to pull up the actual live video right now, guys, because I'm not seeing it on the actual, okay, Battle of the Titans. I got a producer, guys. Everybody say shout out to Travis.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
You know what I mean? He's handling the handle over there, switching up stuff and making this program a lot cleaner in the audio and visual, man. So mad props to Trav.
Just so you know, there's no audio coming from that computer. So if you play a video, we won't be able to hear it.
Awesome.
Okay.
Trav's putting me on right now. So I'm looking for the actual video that should be going live now. So let me see if maybe I am. Oh, okay. The thumbnail was a different thumbnail.
It's thumbnail from last one.
Yep. Look at this guy. Won't worry about it. We'll fix that thumbnail. But shout out to everybody on the live chat. You already know, man, you guys have been holding me down, so I really appreciate it. CSS Vadim, he's definitely been holding me down. You got Curly, yeah. 820 is a joke. You're not lying. 820 is super unfair. Team Batman Boxing looks epic. You living in Vegas now, Doomy? Yeah, man. It looks like I'm gonna be parked over here for a while. So yeah, that's the story with me. UK Rob, what up? Doomy never sounded so good, man. You already know, bro. These guys used to get at me with my mic. No, this is a super like Shure dynamic mic, and Travis will tell you all the other specs because I didn't get it.
The dynamic cardioid.
There you go, cardio work. Okay, Christopher Jermaine, shout out to you, man. Salute to Jamel. Everybody tuning in, man. We're going to dive into this real deep, and I want your opinions. And obviously, we had another part to the title of today's show, which is Jake Paul wants his money from Mayweather. I mean, Trav, I don't know. These guys are asking for money. The money ching.
The money ching?
The cha-ching.
I can give you a money ching if you want that. Ready for that? Money, cash money.
That cash register never sounded so good. So Jake Paul wants his money from Maywether. I mean, I don't think that Maywether's definitely has money. Yeah, I don't think that he's broke. So I don't know if this is a trolling thing that's going on right now, but it's definitely garnering attention. You've seen the memes. You've seen Mayweather with the short shorts. I don't know what Jake Paul is doing, but these guys are such geniuses at, making events, big events happen. For some reason, I'm thinking maybe Jake Paul's just, fishing, trolling, and doing what he does best to get these big events happening, like the one we just had in Florida. It's a trolling. I mean, he started trolling. That's how he started, with the funny videos. So it's hard to not think about Jake Paul just trolling. But Mayweather hasn't really said much about that. Is Maywether or the outfit that he works for, which is PBC, is there money problems? Absolutely not. I don't think that for one bit. But I do think that he's definitely trolling to be able to get something in there. Sway, what up, champ? It's Logan, not Jake. Do me, holy moly! So it's Logan. You sure about that? I'm gonna have to check you now, champ. Jake Paul asking for his money. Floyd Mayweather. It's Jake, champ. So I mean, Jake Paul is asking. Obviously, Logan Paul is the one that fought Mayweather. So I don't know if this is something that Jake Paul is doing in order for him to get a fight with Floyd. Everybody remembers. Got your head. Got your head. I mean, he caught a left hook for that one, and I mean, it wasn't on camera, but Jake Paul caught one definitely for trying to snatch Mayweather's hat. I mean, snatching his hat. He didn't try. He did it. So it has that aura of maybe this is what's going to happen in the future, a Jake Paul versus Floyd Mayweather fight. I know that right now Mayweather's thinking about fighting, I guess he's a YouTuber influencer, Money Kicks. Don't know too much about the guy. Obviously, he must have a good following in order for Mayweather to be interested in a fight with him. And I don't know, maybe it could be like a sort of like in-between fight. Then he goes out to Jake Paul. But you honestly think that Jake Paul can beat a Mayweather? He's knocked out Tyrone Woodley. He's knocked out Ben Askren. But these guys have been all MMA. If he's searching for this fight, can he really do damage to a Mayweather? It's a lot of weight. It's a lot of weight difference. So it's something to just kind of pay attention to and not too much attention, right? Because at the end of the day, it could just be trolling and he could just be fishing. But I wanted to talk more about the Tyson Fury. Let me reverse back to that. Big Fish Vega, what up, champ? Vargas, he said earlier that Ness will be on later. But of course, champ, he will be. He just, decompressing, and he'll be ready for us later on today. So, Sway, man, I don't know. You got to check that. Yeah, Logan not paid for the Floyd fight. Yeah. I know that it's Logan that's not paid, but it's Jake that's being vocal with Floyd Mayweather. So Tyson Fury, right? 80-20 split. And the WBC was okay with this. Top Rank had, approved the decision. Obviously, they represent Tyson Fury. So, of course, they're going to agree with a split that's favoring them. So 1,000 days being the number one challenger. And then you finally get to the promised land, right? And then, boom, they hit you with the 80-20 split. This is the problem right now in the sport. Fights need to be made. And at every corner, there's little wrenches that are being thrown in negotiations that can really, really sway the fighters another way, But I got to give credit to Dillian Whyte. He's been persistent. He wants that challenge. And now he either has to take this or not. This is not fair. 80-20 split is not fair. And if this fight, which is obviously going to be taken in the UK, Dillian Whyte has just as much fans as Tyson Fury. So this situation right now is making it look bad. Negotiations are supposed to be fair. Both fighters are risking it all. And I think that favorably a 35 split at the minimum. And if you want to be real cheap, you could go 30. But why? Why put pressure on the fighter at an 80-20 split? It's not good. And I know that you're going to say, well, he should have been fought him. He lost to Povetkin. Yeah, he lost to Povetkin, but that was a little trip up. He was able to fight Povetkin again and take care of business. So it's not like he lost and then he just kind of faded into the wind there. He got his dub back, and now he wants his mandatory challenge with a fair split. A fair split. Fury fought Otto Wallin, where I think Dillian Whyte was injured. Shoulder injury. So I get where you can kind of start to blame Dillian Whyte, but these are things that happen in the sport, injuries are always happening. Fighters are always going into matchups, and you might not even know it, and they will be hurt. The real work happens in the gym. So I don't think that I can say, okay, well, Dillian Whyte hurt his shoulder out, and so what? It's his fault. No, it's not his fault. It happens in the sport, but what it is at fault here is this negotiation staying at 80-20. So I'm going to be paying attention to this. Says it's confirmed for January 11th, but I don't know. The landscape could change at any moment, and we'll just keep a close eye and our ears open and see if this thing is going to happen. Who else is on the super chat? Cannaby, what up, champ? He's on the super chat. Numero uno for today. Nah, champy. I got to read Small Gok. Champ, where are you from? NZ. Travis, where's NZ from? Is that like another state?
New Zealand, maybe?
Oh, the man knows his geography. Small Gok is from New Zealand. Shout out to you, champ, tuning in with us. We're all over the world, territories everywhere. TBB, pound for pound, biggest cocks in YouTube boxing. Let's go, champ. Let's go. All right, who was next? Of course, it was Cannaby. TBV on the way. Double clap emoji. Yeah, man, appreciate it. We're in studio, and hopefully we get to skip in here as well. And right now we're just rolling through. So Tyson Fury, I'm going to bring up some of this stuff on the screen. Just give me a second while I ask Travis to go ahead and hit that switch.
All right, there you go, brother.
All right, so we got Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte split. Highlight boxing's biggest problems. Why is this a biggest problem in the sport, right? Like I said before, these decisions and negotiations, they have to be somewhat fair. This is not somewhat fair at all. 80-20 split. But I'm trying to see if I just bring out a quote that I saw earlier. And it was a tweet. Okay, there we go. Chris McKenna says the purse bid for Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte has been called for January 11th. The split has now also been confirmed. So what I'm taking from this is that they're still open for negotiation, because if they're saying the purse bid for Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte has been called for January 11th, I'm assuming that they're going to be sitting down at the table again, and the split has now been confirmed 80-20. So is this an ongoing negotiation? We don't know, but we're going to go ahead and flip over to the other article that was here. It says Tyson Fury set for huge purse split as WBC finally confirmed deal with Dillian Whyte's fight. Okay, so they've confirmed it already. What does that mean? The decision will be a huge blow to mandatory challenger who was demanding a 45% cut. Usually what you get is a 55% cut that's fair for the champ and a 45% cut for the challenger. Now that could change. Obviously, styles makes fights. There's certain fighters that obviously have more prominence in the sport, so these things could change. But I don't think that it is fair that it changed this much. And I'm not going to sit here and agree with anybody that Tyson Fury's doing this to avoid Dillian Whyte because he's scared. He's not scared. And we know that Dillian Whyte, Tyson Fury is definitely a competitor. He doesn't shy away from fights. So it's interesting. It's interesting to me why this is being done and negotiated like this. And, the WBC informed both sides of the decision on Thursday. So, both the sanctioning body and the promotion, which is Top Rank, has agreed with this. And, of course, they're going to agree with it. It's in their favor. Now, we can go ahead and take a look at some of the splits from before and try to compare, the split that's happening now. What I can do is I can pull up. Now, we can go ahead and take the screen out, Trav, and I'll go ahead in the meantime. I'll try to find if we can start here really, really digging into this and seeing how fair this negotiation is based on other negotiations with past champions. And I'm talking about Tyson Fury's negotiations with past champions. Obviously, the last 3 fights have been with the same man, Deontay Wilder. So, you take it with a grain of salt. Let's see. Tyson Fury. In the meantime, let me go to this chat, see if anybody else is... And if you... Okay, we got Big Fish Vega, and he says, Big Fish Mafia, loving the new setup, TBV for life. Shout out to you, champ. Yeah, we're very happy with the in-studio look. Sounds great. We're here at Sticky Paws Studios in Las Vegas, Nevada. So anybody out there in Las Vegas listening, if you're interested in doing a podcast or some production, reach out to Sticky Paws because they got it going on here. All right. Bama Bo, shout out to you, man. It's fire. The Don is back. That's right. Loch Nessie, Fury will whoop White easy. Of course, Samatron. Of course you're gonna think like that. Tyson Fury's the best. But it doesn't mean because he's the best that he's gonna, put that type of pressure on Dillian Whyte, an 80-20 split after I've been waiting almost 1,000+ days. What are you doing to me? Bama Bo with the red super chat. Champ. All love, nothing to say. Shout out to you, Bama Bo. We appreciate you, champ. The WBC protected Wilder from Whyte for some time, and Whyte showed the receipts from Wilder saying he would freeze him. Oh, man. Well, let's talk about that. But I don't know if that's a purse split argument. Let's see. The WBC really don't like Whyte, but can always go to purse bids. I don't know if that's so true, too. I can't attest to the WBC not liking a particular fighter. Shout out to Mauricio Moto. He's a fair guy, I believe. I think the negotiation with Top Rank is more of the matter. Of course, sanctioning bodies get paid, but I don't know how much real influence it's going to be had in a negotiation. There's three parties, right? You've got the one fighter on one side, the other on the other, and the WBC, sanctioning body. So, 2 against 1, right? They're agreeing on this split. Sam UK, that's what I'm talking about. 30% would be fair. Let's talk about numbers, right? I'll bring out the calculator on y'all. 30%. Let's go 30%. What are we getting paid here? What is the actual number? The purse split is 80-20, but what's the number? If anybody got the number, let me know. I haven't been able to pull the number at it anywhere. So I think that there'll be more numbers to speak about in January 11th. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, because if it ain't shaking, you ain't baking with us every morning or any other time we go live here on TBV, the Boxing Voice Podcast Radio Show. We numero uno en el mundo. Segundo. Big Nick, shout out to you, Champy. Big Fish, yep, we in there, man. Big Matthews, salute. So what's the actual purse split? We could play with numbers. We could go ahead and say wow, I can't even imagine. We have to look at what Tyson Fury made with Deontay Wilder to kind of compare it in a sense, because we can't just talk numbers and not compare the actual purses that have been negotiated in the past fights with Tyson Fury. So let's check out Tyson Fury versus Wilder. What was the payday? You want payday? Yeah, I know that. That's how I compel it for you, all right, champions? So what is it? Tyson Fury versus Wilder, payday. So according to former ESPN boxing reporter Dan Rayfield, Fury and Wilder were contractually guaranteed $5 million each in their second bout, but ended up earning more than $25 million apiece. That's big cake, big cheddar. Wilder earned a disclosed purse of $4 million in their first fight, while Fury earned $3 million, according to Sports Joe. So it's a different number, right? Because $25 million is way different than 4. So we can say that Dillian Whyte and Tyson Fury are splitting, let's say, 10 mil. Let's see, 10 mil. Between the both of them, I don't know. I'd say 9 million. I mean, look, we're talking about, simple numbers. Let's just multiply 9 million, right? Let's see if everybody knows their math. 9 million split at 80%. You're probably going to knock off your chair when you see how much he's getting. So Tyson Fury, if it was a $9 million, between both of them, he's getting $7,200,000. You understand? He's leaving him with a small percentage of that purse. And we all know in boxing what happens. You make $1 million, you only made $500,000. If you made $2 million, you made $1 million. You got to pay Uncle Sam. So when you guys look at these numbers, take into consideration what's happening with those monies before they go in your pocket. The man is going to get paid $1 million, what? $1.8 million? Get half of that. You got, what, 9? No, not 9. Wow, 900,000. That's terrible. I mean, obviously, you know, for the average Joe and those that, you know, probably never had 900,000, it's like, oh man, that's still good. But you can't look at it like that, according to what purses are. Big Nick, Happy New Year's to you too, man. Haven't seen you either. So Happy New Year's to you, Champy. Ronan, what are you talking about? Don't forget White's last 2 fights were under COVID restrictions. Yes, they were. Craig, yeah, I got the pro setup, champ. This is looking good right now. And I'm definitely listening. And the audio's crazy. All right, I'm going to go ahead and switch over back to Jake Paul right now because I want to know what you think on the super chat. If you could go ahead and super chat right now or chat, let me know if that's something that you're even interested in. I know that particularly as of late, we've had these, I mean, you could call them circus shows. You could call them whatever you want to call them, but they've been big events with a lot of people in them. So I don't know where the boxing public is at now with these fights. Is a Floyd? Do we want to see a Jake Paul versus Floyd Mayweather? Do we want to see Floyd in there with another YouTube influencer? I don't think I want to see that. I mean, look, you got to give credit to Floyd Mayweather. He's out there making money in his retirement, and more than some fighters are making in their active careers. This is crazy, man. This guy making this type of money, and he's retired. But I don't know what money. Who knows money kicks? Nobody knows money kicks? Trav, you know money kicks or no?
Oh no, I have no idea who you're talking about.
All right, so we're gonna try to see if we can get something on money kicks because I have no idea who that is.
The heavy-handed edition, $9.99.
Oh yeah,
says God is good all the time.
And the money kicks guy, is he? He's a YouTuber, right? Influencer or no?
Let's find out.
Well, I got something pulled up right now, right? Floyd Mayweather, age 44, teases a comeback fight against YouTuber Money Kicks in Dubai. I hope it's not the kid that I think it is. There's a kid out there. He's, you know, he definitely has the sneaker game up. And I've seen him actually a couple of times, you know, with Floyd Mayweather in pictures and stuff like that. But who excited? I mean, I guess in Dubai, you get excited about that, right? Maybe it's sort of like a tension, you know, when Mayweather fought Tension, the MMA guy. Y'all remember that? Yeah. It was a freaking easy 10 milli. 10 milli. I'm going to knock this guy out. 10 million. Let's go. Who's Money Kicks? Money Kicks. Come on, champ. Oh, it is Money Kicks. His name is Rashed Belhassa. Which he's cool as hell. I think I follow the guy. But damn, Money Kicks, you're trying to have a fight with Floyd Mayweather? Oh, wow. Look at this guy. None of the hardcores wants to see that. I know for a fact. Tyco TV, man. Yeah, man. He just came back. You know, let the man decompress. He's he's feeling better and everything else. So, you know, just sit tight and we'll definitely have to skip back on, man. Aaron Calderon, be supportive of rigged fights. Trill boxing talk was this. I have no idea what you just said, Aaron. So we're going to let you just slide off. Big Fish Vega, I want to see Floyd get his TMT fighters big fights. I mean, right now, the only TMT fighter, I guess, getting huge fights is probably Gervonta. Who else? I mean, I guess you could say, can't say anything, actually. Nobody else pops up in my head besides Gervonta. Yeah, salute Tyco, man. I'm telling you, man. I know I've been kind of like cryptic with what's been going on, but hopefully, you know, tonight we didn't do our Untitled show last night, so if it can go down tonight, maybe we can have the skip on and we can go ahead and dive into everything that's been going on. But that's what it is. I don't have my soundboard, so I'm gonna hit you a cappella right now. Jeff, what up, Corley? Ooh, Money May, what are you doing out here? Money May fighting Money Kicks. Seriously, guys, like, do you know who Money Kicks is? This guy's not a fighter. You know, he's a money man that sells cool sneakers. You know, I'm not hating on him, but I definitely don't get excited about a fight with Money Kicks. I would rather him fight a Jake Paul. If we're gonna go, you know, pick your poison, I'm gonna go ahead and fight Jake Paul. I'm not gonna go fight my man. Oh my God, I don't want to torture his name. Red Balza. Sorry, Money Kicks. I'll say it again. Rashed Belhassa. Okay, there we go. I got it right. So he's 19 years old, 25 years younger than Mayweather. Now, that's not going to matter. You already know it's not going to matter. And it doesn't matter, bro. This kid could be, 25, ripped up. If he's within actually, the same weight, obviously, he can't be super huge, like 300 pounds. No, it won't be 300 pounds. But he fought Logan at what? Maybe cruiser, 190, something like that. It's still a lot of weight, When Logan Paul started going crazy on Mayweather, a lot of you got all excited. But, I didn't. Mayweather is a pure boxer, the best of this era. And I guess he's just having fun. What are you going to do? You're 44. You've boxed all your life. Let me go make some quick money. We fight some of these guys that are going to pay huge amounts of money. And really, there's no real danger for Mayweather. So, I'll be paying close attention to this, but I'm not excited about it. And the trolling part of Jake Paul was kind of catching my attention. The memes, the no money, the give me my money. There's story behind that. I can get behind that. What is Money Kicks fighting Mayweather for? I don't know. He stepped on my shoe. Let's go, champ. Who's on the super chat? All right. Did I get it or did I not? Big Fish Vega on the super chat. He says, I want to see Floyd get hit. Well, I said that already. Champ. All right. Listen, I don't have the calls up yet, guys. We're just trying to, kind of get the feeling of the new studio. I don't have the call set up just yet, but soon enough we will have that. We'll have Block Talk up. We'll have the Skype up, and you guys will get back some normalcy in what our program is, right? So apologies for that. And what else is out there right now for Gervonta Davis? Okay. All right, Neil Sinclair. Yeah, and Logan is awful. I mean, it was awful, but I don't think it's more awful than this fight that he's going to fight. There's no competition in this one. At least with Logan Paul, you had that air of like, oh, he's bigger than him. He might knock him out. He might do something. He might. But it wasn't nothing happening, He got his little fame when he did that flurry on him, and that was it. Salute, Canna. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to become a member of the channel and get to use all these cool emojis that you see being used, and I'll throw some of them out there for you just so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Look at the live chat right now. You see the emojis: Eddie Hearn, Nestor Gibbs, Deontay Wilder, Teofimo Lopez, and yours truly, Jake Paul. Followed by Gervonta Davis and Errol Spence. So if you want to go ahead and use these emojis and these features, you also have the loyalty badge icons next to your name. You could go ahead and click on the join button, and it'll take you to our 3 tiers. Choose any one that you want. Each tier has its own benefits, and become a part of the fam, TBV family, all the way. Big Fish Vega again. Spence versus Ugas. Yeah, we talked a little bit about that. We did. Spence versus Ugas. It's more of a fight than what people really think. This fight's going to be a good fight. Both these guys come forward. And I've always liked Salas. And if you don't know who Salas is the trainer. Ismael Salas, who trains that type of style that you see Ugas using. And that could be a very rough, tough fight that will be competitive for Errol Spence Jr. It won't be easy. That's for sure. Okay, Ortiz going to duck that 100. Oh, you know what? We should talk about that, right? We should talk about Ortiz. I think somebody's challenging him or somebody wants a fight. Let's take a look at that because I got wind of that yesterday. There was a talks of him fighting, and for the life of me, I forgot exactly who it was, but I'll pull it up. I know you guys are ahead of the game on me. So let me just pull it up on the computer. Okay. And you know what happened. And if you guys, obviously, if you didn't tune in for the live fight chat, we did a live fight chat for Charles Martin versus Luis Ortiz. So if you didn't catch that, go to the playlist on the live podcast and hit that Charles Martin versus Luis Ortiz live fight chat. We had fun on that. And I think the next fight for Ortiz is around the corner. I mean, he is in an IBF, he was in an IBF eliminator. So that definitely put him in contention with number 2, which is Filip Hrgović. Did I get that right? Filip Hrgović, who I saw at the, I think it was the Gervonta Davis or Devin Haney fight when we were out there. So he's a big guy, man. Philip Hrgovic is a tall, rangy fighter. He's dangerous. We saw Luis Ortiz drop twice. What are you going to say about that? Can Philip Hrgovic drop him and maybe Luis Ortiz don't get up? A lot of you were talking about shaky legs. But you know how I feel about that. You get clipped right, you're going to be on shaky legs. You get 8 seconds to get up. So I'm not going to totally count Luis Ortiz out on this one. I think that Philip Hrgovic, of course, is going to present a huge amount of problems. Philip is, he's been trained by Pedro Diaz. Shout out to Cuba down in Florida. He even went out to Philip Hrgovic's home country to train out there. So, Pedro is really taking his time with Philip. We, of course, want to see him with a higher caliber fighter in the ring. I think the last fight he had was pretty simple. It wasn't a guy that we were worried about him fighting. So we need to see him there with some good competition. I know Luis Ortiz will probably present some problems or a lot of problems, right? But I don't know. I'm not sure if Luis Ortiz has the youth. And don't send me no more pictures about, Luis Ortiz being next to Jack Johnson. All right? It's not funny. The man is like 44, 42, something like that. I don't think he's 100 years old. He looked good in the fight. We were worried, of course. He got knocked down twice, but he finished the business. So, he does present somewhat of problems, but his youth is being questioned constantly. And I think that, nobody beats Father Time. Father Time is the king of the ring. And Maywether, I guess that's why he's doing what he does. He's not going to come back and get into a real fight, no matter how much we want it to be. He's 44 years old. Keeps talking about Canelo, though. Keeps talking a lot of caca, man. Saying that, he's easy work. He was on another outfit. He was being interviewed, and, he started going on a rant about, steroids and a whole bunch of stuff. So I don't know where all this hate's coming from, I don't know if it's because Gervonta Davis wanted to wear Canelo's gloves or what it was, but it didn't make any sense to me. And it gives me that feeling, right? That feeling of excitement. Oh, my God, he's calling out Canelo. Are we going to get another Canelo Floyd Mayweather? We're not going to get it, man. We're not. But I can only say jealousy? What could he be jealous of? I don't know. Is he afraid that maybe Canelo is starting to gain on the excellence of his career and is probably going to surpass a Mayweather in accomplishments? We all know the accomplishments that Floyd Mayweather has had. Fought 25 champions, 25. I mean, the guy's done it all. So Canelo's now on his heels. He's about to fight a cruiser. He might fight the 175 division and conquer that, depending on who you want him in there with. I think that he has a chance with any of those guys. So I could kind of understand why he's a little Haiti. You know what I'm saying? Probably that fire is cooking in him right now. He wants to go back out there. He's talking his talk. But I don't think we get that fight, man, at all. He's going to continue making his money. And what juice is Ortiz on? It stopped working. Neil Sinclair, stop hating, champ. That was blood pressure medication, all right? That wasn't those steroids, champy. I know that the sport, a whole bunch of sports, not just combat sports, but, soccer and everything else in between. All sports are, susceptible to some guys cheating and using that. Let me go to the super chat, though. No man left behind. It's my bro, the best dad ever. Just got done the morning workout and coming straight to a TBV show. Definitely a mood. Thanks, Doomy, for the content. Hashtag, let's get this work. Let's go, champ. Everybody staying healthy out there. I know you're probably wondering about Border Wars. So, in the absence of the Skipperoni, we kind of pulled back a little bit on it just because there's a lot to do and the Doomatron can only do so much. So we'll be going ahead and trying to reinvigorate that momentum that we had from our last Border Wars. So stay tuned, guys, for that. We'll be able to tell you more about it when I have more conversations with the bro, all right? And again, we'll probably be cutting out pretty soon, guys. Again, we're testing out the studio. We're testing out the sound. And, we didn't have a plethora of topics. And obviously, we haven't been able to schedule interviews. And we haven't been able to get the calls in. So that's what we're going to be working on next. And we'll have that up for the next show. The heavy-handed edition. God is good all the time. You said it, Champy. That's the truth. Let me see if I go back up. Nope. Looks like we finished off on the super chats. And I wish I could say, we're going to the callers, but I can't do it. We'll do it next time. I got some good people in here with me.
I got you next time. Don't worry about it.
Trav's on the money, champ. So we're gonna be moving and grooving. So, well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and maybe put out a poll because I need to ask a question and be on here for another 5 minutes at least to see what fairness is an 80-20 split. Like what's going on? So my question to you guys this morning is the 80-20 split fair in this negotiation? I mean, whether you like Dillian Whyte, whether you don't, I need to know. And even if you don't like Dillian Whyte for some odd reason, please be fair. You know, don't go upon that. I really want to know what the public thinks about an 80-20 split. So is the 80-20 split in favor of Tyson a fair share? If you say yes, I'm going to disagree, but it is your opinion. This is the voice of the people, the boxing voice. And now it is going up. So I'll stay on here for a little bit more. After we close out the poll, I will be closing out. Is the 80-20 split in favor of Tyson Fury fair? Okay. Don't mind me, guys. I got some big stubby fingers. You already know. They're not good for typing, but they're good for punching. Tyson Fury, fair. Okay. Okay, polls up. And let's see what the voice of the people say. Neil Sinclair, where's the voice? What are you talking about, Champy? Let's see. Okay, I gotta go. All right, no callers. Wah, 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 wah.
I don't have that sound effect.
You know what I'm saying? That was me. That was a trap, champ. I'm over here, a Biz Marquee style. So Fury accepted 20% versus Vlad. Tensors D. So you're gonna give me that now? You're gonna give me the whole go for glory, you know, screw a little bit more money. You know, I'm gonna beat him. I mean, how in all fairness, how much percentage in favor do you actually give Dillian Whyte beating a Tyson Fury? Come on. Be honest with yourself. Dillian Whyte knows that he has a fight in his hands. I mean, I'm not going to say that a fighter goes into a fight thinking that he's not going to win, but he knows what it's in front of him. So if I'm going to fight Tyson Fury, possibility of getting knocked out. You saw what he did to Deontay Wilder. You got to give me more. I need more money. You're going to punch me in my face? You're going to knock me out? No, I need more money. You know, 80-20 split wasn't fair for me, champions. Look at that. Poll's been up for like 2 seconds, and already 1 minute, you got 52% that say no. So I don't know. This is looking a little even here. So you guys are going to actually tell me that this is fair. You got 48% that are saying an 80-20 split in favor of Tyson Fury is fair. How is that fair? Takes two to tango. Takes two to tango. And yeah, if Fury accepted an 80-20 split, and I got to check that too, because y'all be pulling my leg once in a while. If it was an 80-20 split, I mean, look, he was fighting for all the belts. He doesn't have all the belts, you know. Tyson Fury doesn't have all the belts. So it was a different situation. Vlad had all of them. You know, he conquered with Vlad, and I guess different fighters think differently. You know, Tyson Fury's always been the guy that he just wants to be the best. And if he did take that 20 split, you know, more power to him, you know. He was confident that he was going to win. And I guess that's where it falls on, you know, if you're confident enough in your ability that you could take a low purse split like this and be okay with it because you know you're going to win. I don't know how Dillian Whyte feels, but I know that when you're a fighter, you feel like you can win. You go into the ring wanting to win. But I don't think that he will win. And if you're going to have a fight like that, you've waited 1,000+ days. You've gone through injuries. You've gone through negotiation. You've gone through all of this. I think a 30% split would have been the least bit fair. Holy moly. Y'all kidding me this morning? Y'all, 54% of you are saying yes, a 80-20 split in favor of Tyson Fury fair. I don't know. I'm going to have to go to the chat because I don't have calls. If not, I would have been roasting y'all right now. Fury accepted 20% versus Vlad. Okay, we had that from Tensors. What else y'all got to say? Vlad didn't have WBC. Okay, Big Matthews, I missed one. All right. He has poor stamina. See, you're still not telling me he has poor stamina. He didn't have the WBC, Vlad. But you're not telling me why this is okay. Yeah, he is the man to beat the man. That makes him the man. Doesn't make him an unfair tyrant in the negotiations. And obviously, it's not just Tyson Fury, it's the promoter and the WBC. So I know there's numbers being thrown around. And how they came to the 80-20 split, obviously I wasn't there, so I don't know. But 53% of you are saying that it's okay. I'm going to have to dip on y'all this morning, man. I'm going to have to burn a candle for my boy Dillian Whyte, man. Y'all killing him right now. Y'all killing him, man. The guy deserves a little bit more Skrilla. Fair? If I see it, Big Matthews, why is it fair, champ? It's not fair. But I'm gonna cut it right here, champies. I love y'all. But again, we don't have the calls, and we're still trying things out. Hopefully we get more stuff together here with Travis and the whole crew. So I'm going to be tuning out. Gave you about an hour, and we'll continue the normalcy of the show pretty soon. We'll have the calls and everything else set up. I'm out of here.